What is going on, folks? Sorry for that minor delay there. Just had a bit of a technical difficulty there on the stream with a bit of the OBS settings basically on the back end. Don't need to bore you with all of that, but we're back. Connection seems to be at excellent now. Just had to make a few adjustments, essentially adding Czar's screen into the mix. So yeah, basically if you're just jumping in, guys, Czar is going to be taking you through some potential live trades here. So if you want to get involved in these trades, you want to win 1,000 CRO every single week, really super easy to come ahead and do it, guys. All you need to do, Bitunix link is right here, top of the pinned chat there. Come ahead, come along, get signed up, win that 1,000 CRO. All you need to do after you get signed up is make a deposit, guys. An easy deposit. If you go ahead and deposit at least 200 bucks, you get 40 back. Deposit 500, you get 100 back. You get the gist, guys. It's a 20% bonus. Say, for example, today you want to come in, deposit 2,000 bucks. You're going to get 400 back into your futures account, but it's only going to come in every Tuesday. That's when the rewards are going to come in via Bitunix. Okay, so on that Tuesday, you're going to come in, you're going to use your 2,000, you're going to use your 400, trading with 2,400, make as much money as you can from the following week. Myself and my wife did this when we first started off with Bitunix, and we made a few grand each. It's just free money, guys. Okay, and on top of that, once you make those futures trades, do as much volume as you possibly can. Sorry, got a new 8-week-old baby, and I'm not really sleeping a lot, but we're still coming and showing up. Once you do that, guys, you'll essentially be entered into win 1,000 CRO, which is at the moment valued at $100 US. We give away that every single Friday, guys, every week. 100 bucks worth of CRO. For 10x's, that's 1,000 bucks in your pocket at the end of every month. And monthly, we also do a 5,000 CRO giveaway, and that's going to be 500 bucks, guys. Okay, for 10x's to that $1 magical CRO, that's going to be about 500 bucks. Okay, if you are announced as the winner on the Friday, folks, all you need to do is go over to my X account at Satoshi Aoki 7, send me your unique user ID, the screenshot, as well as a copy paste of your CRO address, and I will send you your reward. So again, to remind you, really simple, easy to do it. Come over to the top of the chat here, go ahead and hit that sign up link. All right, Czar, I'll let you take it away, bro.
So, welcome back.
Nice.
We were contemplating entering a trade, a not so smart trade because there hasn't been too much analysis done so far. So just on a basic whiff that this is a sort of support area which we're bouncing off, and we could potentially, let me show you the slightly larger picture. So we did pop our heads all the way up here, floated around here for a while, decided to come all the way back down, and now could we again be in for quite a bit of a consolidation period before making a decision on whether we're going to keep going down or keep going up, or go reverse and go back up, shall I say. So our idea, we have to make a quick idea in our head. I always like to, create a little storyline in my head about what's going on. And it's always bulls versus the bear. But that bores me a little bit, to be honest, because that's what everyone says. I actually like to switch it up. And I got my own little fantasy in my head playing out, that my little green candles are a little dude called Johnny. And he's trying to make his way into a club, basically. And he keeps getting rejected by the bouncer. All this dude wants to do is get into the club, have some fun. But that's literally the story playing out in my head. So let me try and explain that story if I was looking at these candles here. So I'm seeing that Johnny was in the queue. He was getting bored. But you know what? He finally saw hope, and he finally was allowed to enter the club. He got in, shot all the way up, was on the moon. Had a little bit of a drink, let's say, got a bit excited, went on the dance floor, absolutely, got a little bit tired, but then, you know what, got a little bit excited, saw someone, thought, let me go and try and get this girl's number, got rejected, as you do sometimes, but you know what, he stayed strong, he wanted to have fun, so he's having a good night on the dance floor, until he made a little bit of a slip up, got kicked out by the bouncer, and had an extremely rude rejection all the way back down, and now he's basically fighting his way to try and get back in. And that's simply That back into the club. He wants some more action. In my opinion, he wants some more action. But you know, could be sent home and could end up all the way down here. So that's the story that plays out in my head, because bears and bulls are just too common. You know, everyone's talking about bears and bulls, and they make up their own little theories in their head. And even though they talk a lot of sense, these other traders, they can always be wrong. Everyone's wrong.
100%.
Everyone can be wrong. Everyone can be right. Trading is essentially a gamble, but we don't want to just gamble blindly. We want to use all the knowledge we've built over the years, and try to do this smartly. So coming back to this specific trade, I'm going to go down to the lower time frame, because I can see we have popped our head
Got a bit of action
out
here.
of this frame. So what do? Do we jump on the boat and go long and say we're going to pop out here? Or is this just a little, is it yes, right here? Is this going to get rejected? Head straight back in, like as we have popped our head above a few times. If it does get rejected, it could be a nice little entry to a short, which would take us to these EMAs, or these SMAs, shall I say, which have seemed to supported us very well in this run. But this run has been a bit of a bullish run. So as we're saying, Johnny has been having a bit of a successful time in his recovery, and he's now trying to make his way back in the club. So this is a very crucial moment right here to see if he's going to get back in or if he's going to get rudely denied. So I would actually wait on this candle 40 seconds, and if we confirm above, we're going in long. If we confirm below, we're going in short. And this is not recommended. It's not exactly how I would trade, and usually we do trade a lot longer time frames, but we do want to jump into at least one trade here, if not two, and get you guys excited about trading. Make show you that it's possible for anyone to trade with any amount of money, and show you what I'm willing to risk here, how much I'm potentially going to make, how much I'm potentially going to lose. So it is looking like Johnny is not having it.
Maybe a retest.
He's either got a fake ID or all right. So I said if we were underneath, we would go short, but we did close underneath, and now we are getting an immediate bounce back off this 6 SMA. And so let me just double check some confluence with some other indicators. So we do have a bullish cross up on the MACD. We are in the green there. The stochastic RSI does say we have reached a top and we have crossed over here, so we are heading back down in theory, but that does happen very often, and the 1 minute chart is very unreliable. To be honest, you can't use these as gold, but you can see that we can switch down and switch back up very quickly, very quickly. So that is possible that we are going still to the upside. And then here on the RSI, our head is pointing towards the upside. We have had a little bounce off a few other support points here. So could this be a support level? Again, not enough knowledge to go bang. I'm 100% sure that this trade is going to go my way. But, let me just confirm one more thing.
Looks like it could be finding a little bit of strength there, couldn't it?
I believe it looks more bullish than bearish. So it does look more bullish than bearish, although I wish I did catch this move a lot earlier if I did intend on going long. So that I would have a lot of reservations about going long if this was my personal choice. But we are going to go long either way, just to show you guys what's going on. 100%. So 15% of my account, just over 50 bucks, $52, open long.
Oh shit, are we in?
Are you sure?
Oh my god.
10x, bang, and we're in. So now watch the dump. Watch the dump come immediately. There we go. All right, so guys, this isn't recommended. You should always set your stop losses earlier. However, there is a potential to do this on Bitunix, which I find absolutely fantastic.
That is good.
I'm going to set my stop loss right here by simply dragging the cursor down. And this gives me all the details I'm ever going to need. If I get stopped out here, it would be a minus 6% trade. And I would lose exactly $3.24, which is definitely in my budget. And so I can definitely afford to do that. And if we are going to set the take profit, we can do that. Let me see. So it all does depend, to be honest, if we can break in or out of this imaginary chart. So now we are breaking down a lot. Not great for someone that just went long. Let's hope we can catch some support and we don't go all the way down. But if we do, let's say we're willing. Oh, where are we? 86,605. So this takes us to 86.5. So we are cleanly in this for the long run. We are happy to see it go all the way down. Or our idea is that we are actually going to bounce out of this, let's say, support zone. We found a very nice support. We could have a little bit of fun, still go up and down until we finally decide to really go for it. And ideally, we're trying to regain our previous high.
Where's that previous?
So can we literally wipe out all of this area and come back and clip 89,014? So I mean, it's a very tough ask because that was a very powerful rejection. Let's say, especially on the 1 minute. I mean, it wasn't ridiculous. We did try to save it quite a few times. However, it was always rudely rejected. Our Johnny got kicked out of that club and he got told to stay out. So this is our hope, but we're going to be realistic and say anything is possible. And we are still at a very early stage on a very exciting day in the trading world, as I don't believe there isn't that much volume. There is strength. I do like it, but we could just be floating around in here for a very long time. Yep, get them ciggies out. No, we only promote health on this channel.
Only weed. No jokes, we don't smoke weed. Only water, guys. H2O, right here.
H2O, baby.
And so, Zara, I wanted to ask you about the depth of this this box that you've set here. Not even on Bitunix, but just on TradingView. What have you used to determine that depth? Is it what have you used to set that depth of the, if you know what I mean?
So, like I was explaining before, so we're going from this move here. We're saying that this is our high and this is our low, and the turnaround occurred around
Gotcha.
It occurred exactly here. So that was the base. This candle right here.
Yep.
Can I zoom in even more? So this dude right here was the candle that switched it all around. It turned us up, and then the following candles really pushed us up, showing me that there is a lot of potential buyers willing to step in at this zone, and they're not having movement going much further down.
Yep.
So I like to select the previous candle and use that as the formation of my box. And I'm going to call that my support zone. And so I believe that if we do have a move up and we do come back down, we're either going to retest this zone and then we can fly straight back to the upside from it, or potentially break down. Anything is simply possible. How do I read this? If I'm on the 1 minute chart, like we are now, we are simply mucking about with feeling and candles. So what are the candles saying? Are there more bullish candles than bearish candles? It's basically as simple as that. Are we going to have a massive bullishly engulfing candle or a massive bearishly engulfing candle, which completely changes our mind on our current strategy? What's the game plan? We literally see as it plays out. So what is Johnny saying right now?
Yeah, so we're pretty much
Johnny is there chilling.
He's there chilling, and we're pretty much banking. And that analysis that Zar has just taken is, correct me if I'm wrong, Zar, but based on the hope that we do get a reversal on the double bottom on. I'm not sure what that previous time frame was. Do you want to maybe explain a little bit about the idea behind the double bottom there? Because that's where you've drawn.
So I believe that was on the 15.
Yeah, that's on the 15.
You've
drawn up that. Yeah, you've drawn up that.
And so Yep. So here, not an exact precise double bottom. We did come a little bit further down on the secondary, but I mean the idea is it is very, very possible, especially in crypto. It's so volatile that we had to move back up. We got pushed back up. It does look industrialish because these candles are really, really big. Candles, very tough to move for the average Joe. However, we didn't manage to get any support basically up here. We broke down straight away basically after a couple of hours, after 3-4 hours. And then we got eaten up straight away. And again, more industrial candles here because this is not everyday price movement. From me and you, these are big boys saying, you know what, let's come together and let's make a few sales. Are they taking profits? Are they actually making sales? We don't know what's going on, but there's a lot bigger, more powerful people that are able to move these candles in extremely significant ways. So this is on, I mean, look at this, on a slightly bigger picture. These are still micro movements. And I actually can go even deeper and say, you know what, let me go on a 4-hour chart. I mean, on a 4-hour chart, you wouldn't even notice it.
No, I wouldn't know.
We're literally playing with such micro levels that it's ridiculous. And I was actually noticing a consolidation area for BTC from this area here. So I can actually just quickly, as long as we're not getting wiped out of this trade, whip out a parallel chart. I do love a parallel chart. So we go from here to here, form some highs, and come back down. So you can even say BTC has been playing in this area for a long, long time, and can even go a little bit further back. And we are talking the 20th of November. So we are right now, so let me get rid of that. So right now, talking about that move that we just saw is absolutely minuscule.
Yeah.
So it happens very often where you always go up and down, up and down, up and down. And on the daily trades, we're just trying to catch these moves and understand where it's going to go next. We do love a good breakout and a good pullback, to be honest, because we're going to try and do our best to read it and catch the trade. So I've got spot bags, just like Satoshi's got spot bags. So I'm a very big believer that Crow, especially, as well as BTC, still has one more leg up and can give us a bit more joy during this market. However, during trading season, anything goes.
100%.
Anything goes. If I'm in a short, send that thing to zero.
100%. What's up, Fit in Crypto? Thanks for jumping in the chat, bro. Let us know, give us some feedback on what you think about these dual streams, bro. This is my bro Zar. Been in crypto for a long time together.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, he is coming in to add his TA knowledge to the mix. And yeah, as I was just saying, you know, I just will second that, and I kind of mentioned that in an earlier stream that I did this week. It's like holding the spot bags. Like we both hold spot bags, as I mentioned. But the thing is, you know, just waiting on your spot bag for that time of year to cash out is fine. But there's just so much good money to be made all in between that time. So that's an important point that Zar mentioned there, which I kind of didn't really think of as much before I started getting into trading a bit more. So that's a really great point you make, Zar. And guys, if you are enjoying the stream, if you're appreciating these dual streams, we want to try and start with at least 2 per week. And you know, if you guys like them, you guys want to see them a bit more, us interacting together, doing our trading, talking a bit about Crow, the broader markets, everything like that, please do. We encourage you to do the right thing. Smash the like button, Fit in Crypto. I know you've already done it, bro. I hope you bought that $12 coffee today, mate. And yeah, no, we appreciate everyone in the stream. And don't forget, guys, if you want to follow along, again, not financial advice, but if you want to come along, have a bit of fun, you know, you can essentially learn to trade here on the shorter time frames. You don't have to start trading with a lot of money, unless, I mean, if you've got the confidence, sure. But you can come in with, you know, less than $50 and throw on a few trades here, you know, and this is the best way to learn. So if you want to go ahead and do that, guys, this is the exchange to use, Bitunix, right here. The link to sign up will be at the pinned comment at the top of the chat there. All right, really easy. Go ahead, get signed up, make your deposit, guys, start trading, jump in to win 1,000 Crow every week. And yeah, what can I say, guys? So how are we looking here, Zar?
Yeah. So no, I just wanted to pick up on what you're saying, and this is literally it. I mean, I'm in here with $50,
50
and
bucks,
and why am I using $50? Because it's still real money to me.
100%.
I'm not here to just completely chuck it down the drain.
100%.
But if I'm gonna take it to this stop loss and I'm gonna lose that, $3, and I'm gonna then learn from that experience because I'm in this, I'm living it, and I want to see exactly why I lost that $3. And as I said, I wouldn't 100% have taken this trade if I'm gonna have a little bit more time and a little bit more knowledge on what I'm doing. But I just literally want to bring you the uncut, raw footage of someone jumping into a trade with a little bit of understanding. We're not jumping into this completely blind. We've got our targets.
Guys. Yeah, there is some.
But I'm not saying I take profit. I want to see where this can go. I want to learn from everything. And the only reason I have set stop losses because I'm not a fool. I don't want to drag it down and watch it go all the way to zero. Yeah. If it does go down. But I do want to learn from this. So I have my idea. We're still in an upward trend right now. We could be literally easily reversed, and Johnny could get kicked out of the club right now again, even though he's already got kicked out. He is out there in the cold, and it's not fun. We want to get back in, and we want to make some money. We want to turn this green. But just to give you a little understanding of where we're at, we are literally just 0.18%. Is that? Yeah, no, 0.22% down. And that equivalates to 0.25 cents. So I'm not here sweating. I'm not here trembling. I'm just here trying to understand, do my research, find out what's going on in the markets, and literally the experience will come. Like if I've been staring at charts for the past 2 years, but I haven't been placing trades down. And the thing is with that, you know what, I'm going to forget what I've been looking at sooner or later because I don't have the heart and soul in the investment in that moment as I do right now because 100%. My money is where my mouth is, and I don't want to lose it. I want to learn. So come and learn with me. Don't jump necessarily in with my trades, but use them as a way of understanding what you want to do and what your idea is. And is this guy being a fool and doing it completely wrong? I would do it this way. Don't listen to me and think you have to jump in on this trade. If you see this as a short, 100% go short. Talk to us. Tell us your ideas. Let's discuss this together.
100%.
So again, reasoning behind going on along here is we did kind of break out of this little pattern, what I identify as a support zone. And so we were hoping for a continuation to the upside, and that was very, very hopeful. As I said, I wouldn't have jumped into this immediately, but you never know with trading. Without no knowledge, this could have shot to the moon. And again, the same thing, it could have shot all the way to the downside. Now, we do see that we are in a bit of a consolidation period here, like I tried to explain before. So I'm not expecting a sudden move anytime soon. But then again, when you were chilling here, you weren't expecting a sudden move, and all of a sudden it collapsed. Yeah. So we're trying to understand what's going on, and so I'm going to do the same argument for down here, just to gauge a zone of roughly where we could be looking at taking some profits. So there are probably hell of a lot more take profit areas in between, but I'm going to say that we were chilling until we hit this red candle here. I'd say even potentially this one here is a little bit more dramatic, shot us straight to the downside, and we never looked back since. Literally, Johnny got his ass absolutely kicked by a bouncer here, got chucked out on the street, tried to struggle to get back in a few times, but was blatantly rejected every single time. So based on that, we're going to say which candle can we use? Let's use this bad boy. Let's say any time in here on this time frame. So I should actually create this on a slightly bigger time frame. So as we can see on the bigger time frame, we were just chilling until we hit this extremely rude red candle. So let's use the candle before that, to be honest. And if we look deep into it, yeah, so that's roughly where the wicks are at. So there and there. So bringing it back down to a slightly smaller time frame. I mean, it's not always as clean as this. This is pretty ridiculous, straight up and straight down. But with a bit of potential, we could grind our way all the way back up,
That 15
unless we
minute
find a
stuff
rude
looked pretty
rejection
good,
and
wasn't it?
decide to break back down.
Yeah.
So 15 minutes is starting to look pretty good, to be honest.
Yep.
Yes, this
Little
is
breakout there.
looking to be a bullish engulfing candle potentially. It's smashed through that 20. Oh, no, we're still on the shorter time frame here. Let me give you a bit of a better time frame here. So we are very far away from the EMAs here, and one thing it does like to do is it does like to come back and retest the EMAs.
Just the underside.
So even if it doesn't, so even if it doesn't smash straight back through it and go to our first take profit area, I would definitely keep an eye out on this chart, on this exact chart, and these exact EMAs, and if it does rudely rebounce and test some of these EMAs, that could be a very good sign to take profit if we do get to that position. That is. So we are messing around with the 1 minute right now, and anything is possible. But on the positive note, we have broken out of our first little zone. So I'm gonna switch this back up to the shorter time frame. Again, we are riding high now, and we've flipped the SMAs. He's excited. He's getting back in there. I don't think he's in yet, but he's at the front of the queue.
We can stay above that yellow line. I'm guessing that's going to be good for us, right?
We can close. So 100%. So I mean, that's my sort of imaginary supply zone box. So I want to think I'm a genius, and it's going to bounce off that perfectly. But more likely, it would be to bounce off the green EMA, which it is trying to do right now. There we go. Perfect little bounce. That is very nice. It's always nice to retest areas.
This looks technically.
And now we just basically need to go to the moon and make a lot of money and show how smart we are.
You're currently up 1% on that trade. So even maybe you can also mention, like, if someone, I'll let Zara explain it, but guys, if there was someone here following this trade right now on Bitunix, you enter in with what, like a significant account size. I mean, 1%, that's quite a move, isn't it, for a bigger account?
Indeed. Absolutely. Like I said, we're just mucking about with a 10x leverage here, but the big boys with the big bucks, where we hope to be one day. That 1% is a very, very, very profitable move. That could be your day done and dusted. Flash close that trade. Say thank you very much. 100%. Put a few couple $100 in your pocket.
And guys, just a reminder as well, if you are just sorry, Zar, if you are just new to this stream, again, first of all, don't forget to drop a like, support Zar, guys. This is the first time he's doing a freaking wicked job. Okay, he's coming, bringing just the raw, honest, unbiased data, just basically providing what wasn't there for us when we were learning to trade, or when we started learning to trade. This data was it was behind maybe a paywall. It wasn't available. We're here making it available for you, which at least a couple days a week, maybe more. So if you appreciate that, drop a like, and if you want to come along, follow these trades, then come on, get signed up to Bitunix, guys, and yeah, follow these trades, guys. If you want to follow these trades exactly, then you want to be on the same exchange because of the spreads, liquidity, and just the user interface and just the understanding. All the exchanges are a little bit different, okay? Bitunix has a fantastic customer support. If you were here earlier in the stream, Zar showed about how seamlessly he was able to sort of set up his take profit, his stop loss, work you through that. So it's really easy to do it, guys. All you simply have to do to go ahead and get signed up, it's right here, guys. Go to the pinned comment, Bitunix in the chat there. Go ahead, signed up, and you can win 1,000 Crow at the end of every week doing it as well. I won't go through exactly how we dish that winner out, but I'll be announcing the winner every Friday. That's all you need to know, and I'll explain how to claim your winnings later. But you get a 20% sign up bonus. Come join the trades, guys, and let Zara and I educate you on how to make some money. Not financial advice. We're here to have a bit of fun, but we're in this trade and in this space to make a bit of money. And yeah, how are we looking, Zar? Bit of a retest still, but still looking okay, right?
Yeah, so on these kind of charts, the 1 minute charts, candles do like to tell a really big story. So I'm hoping we don't end up here with a completely bearish engulfing, but I think we are. And if that's the case and we don't get a bounce here, the odds are we are going to head down a bit. But we seem to be getting good support.
Maybe a rejection off the orange.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got four chances here that we like to hold on to very dearly. And as you can see, these aren't just made up lines. They seem to hold support and resistance extremely well.
100%.
On the 1 minute.
Yeah.
And they are quite tight. So again, we theoretically we still keep forming higher highs. You can kind of squeeze it in as a higher low. Not necessarily, but I mean, it is getting slightly weaker as we go up, but we are still going up. So we still hold our heads high and think Johnny is going to get into this club and smash it and have the night of his life.
100%.
And he wants to go all the way back to this zone here, which was our last sort of rude rejection, where he got kicked out of the club and he said, "We don't really want you back, but we are determined. We are determined." So I just do wanted to show one more thing. So I've been trying to learn all about these fibs recently, and I am going to draw an extension from that high to this low here. And if we were theoretically continuing this move to the downside, what we're told here is that after the initial bounce, we can come back and retest anywhere within the golden zone, possibly even higher, before continuing the move to the downside. So, as well, I wouldn't say super duper bullish, but Johnny is getting a little bit excited. But if this was a simple continuation to the downside, there is no shame if we came up even all the way up to 88.1 before heading straight back down. So I wouldn't sit in this sort of zone and be confident that I'm going to shoot straight back up. This could also be let's keep it within the golden zone. So within the 382, sorry, the point and the 0.618, anywhere within that zone would be a nice little zone to form a move back down. If it does get rejected from here, that's extremely sort of, let's say, strong rejection, because it hasn't retested any highs around this zone, and so we could be in for more of a dramatic move to the downside. So that's another little indicator. But we're not going to mess with this yet, because we're not in those zones yet. We're still playing with this area here. But it's nice that we're actually playing with this as more of a support rather than a resistance.
I like that setup you've got there. So right now, for anyone who's just joined in, okay, we have entered a trade on Bitunix live, guys, using the 1 minute chart. And as I kind of just mentioned before, I was hoping we just kind of hold. Which EMA is that, Zar? The orange line that you've set up there?
So the EMA, let me show you them all here, guys.
Orange is
so
30.
That is the 30.
Okay, so that's basically the last 30 minutes, the average of the last 30 minutes of price action on the 1 minute chart. Is that right?
That's correct, and nice. We seem to have breaking wick straight for it, and now we're holding it quite nicely.
Coming up a bit, yeah. Yep. Nice.
So yeah.
And guys, like we're doing, I think a big misconception definitely that I had, and I know that a lot of other traders do have, that kind of turns them off futures. The first thing, it's like when you're outside of doing, like, even just trading, let alone futures, but you kind of come under the misconception that everyone who trades eventually loses, or most traders lose money. And look, theoretically that probably is true, but I personally don't think you don't have to be a genius to be a successful trader. I think you just have to have grit, determination, willingness to learn, just an understanding that if you can just persist with it in a mature and responsible manner, and not just do stupid shit like blow your whole account, you will eventually get there with consistency and learn, like me and Zar are starting to do. And you don't need a massive account right here, okay? Zar's trading with like a $350 USD account, putting on like a $50 trade, something like this. Guys, you can even trade with less than that, okay? Absolute beginner, you can come on here and just try and learn from us. Not financial advice, of course. Don't invest in more than you can afford to lose. If you can't afford to pay the bills, guys, don't come and invest in Bitunix or any crypto, okay? You've got to be ready to lose it all. But the fact is, you can, it's better than going to a casino, better than going to a casino or going and, spending $200-300 on a night out. Just save yourself the health, come on here, join in the streams and, have a bit of a gander at what's going on, take some responsibility and learn a little bit. And, there are pockets to come in and trade a bit of futures here and make a bit of money. Not only make a bit of money, but learn a valid skill that you can do from anywhere in the world. And I think that's something that, really does appeal to both of us and other traders. So, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much well said. So the purpose of this is my $50 is I'm not sweating on it. I could lose it all. But
Yeah,
if I do lose it all, I'd rather lose $50 than $500. I'd rather lose $500 than $5,000, so to speak.
exactly.
So this is all going to be amplified one day, but I'm learning it in exactly the same way right now.
100%. And there's two
Uh,
positives as well with this specific trade that Czar's put on here. You know, his stop loss is sitting down at 86.5, but also it's only a $3.24 loss, guys. $3.24 loss.
Absolutely.
All right, that's not a big loss for a lot of people. Okay, I think a lot of people are okay losing $3.24 because the thing is, you got to think of it as not just a loss. Okay, in theory it is a loss, but you're essentially paying to get a very valuable lesson. Okay, so you take note, whether
That's
it's
it.
on an Excel spreadsheet, whether you're taking notes on your phone. Get organized, get serious. You know, treat it like an education, treat it like a course, a self-induced course. Okay, every single win, every single loss you take, however your method is to stay organized, write that down, keep a record of it. Understand, and I'm telling you guys, that is something that helped me dramatically, and I implemented a lot over the last few months, and I went from making just over break even to being up, you know, maybe 15-20% this month already trading. And I think Zar can agree. You know, you're paying for a good business lesson here. You're every time you make, you know, if we do hit,
100%.
if you do take that stop, if Zard does take that stop loss here at $3.50, yeah, okay, he takes the stop loss. But I think a lot of more narrow-minded people just think, oh, bugger this, I'm out because I just lost $3.50. But no, we didn't enter in randomly on this trade. We had Zar had a reason to enter this trade. We entered the trade, and if the trade breaks down, we're gonna make down a note of why the trade didn't go our way. Same thing, if we do get a take profit to the upside, we're gonna make a note. Okay, why did we get a take profit to the upside?
Actually
What
gonna put
happened?
in that take profit so you get a bit of a gauge
Yeah,
of
yeah,
how
yeah,
much we could potentially make.
yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah.
88,888.
And guys, if you're enjoying Zara on the stream, come on, guys. We've got 3 people in the stream currently. You know, drop a like on this video because Zara and I, you know, we're bros in the Crow fam. All right, we've been in the space for a long time, and we're looking to come and make these streams regular. A couple of us, at least, trying to commit to at least 2 nights a week, and hopefully more in the coming weeks and months. I know that a lot of interest right now is off of crypto, and it's a bit of a shame because people seem to really lose interest in crypto when altcoins are doing shit. I know we haven't had an altcoin season. I know Bitcoin's down 87K from an all-time high of like 125, whatever. But guys, this is not the time to lose interest, okay? Don't be like the herd. Don't just walk away when the markets are down. This is the time to get interested. Even if you don't have money to like invest big now in spot bags, I'm sure all you watching right now can probably like afford to risk like 20, 30, 40, $50 and learn how to trade, because the thing is, okay, if you're a spot bag holder, maybe you're not going to be able to make money in this market right now, but if you get better at trading, you can short, you can long, all right, you can make good money in this market. That is the simple fact of the matter. So educate yourself, join in the stream, subscribe, like, notification bells on, and get active in the chat, guys. All right,
Yeah, so how are we
take
looking?
profit.
So I'll put that take profit on. Let me just. And so, like I said, I roughly gauged it around where I've placed our top resistance zone
Sure.
here. So again, I think if we start seeing some movement towards the upside, I would reassess this because I do believe that there could be some better take profit or partial take profit zones prior to this. But ideally, see, this would be more of a long-term play. In the 1 minute chart, I would scalp something a little bit closer to this area here. However, if it did get up to that stage with a simple $50 trade, we could be looking at making a potential $9.94, and that would be a 19.68% profit,
That'd be lovely.
which sounds absolutely fantastic.
Especially off $50, guys. Do you understand? Like, you know,
Just $50.
yeah, just
That's
off $50.
insane because
Yeah.
multiply this by whatever you're willing to spend in your account, and you can see that these are not little numbers.
This is real. This is real money, guys. You don't need a lot to make significant money, all right? And you can build on this.
So unfortunately, without the greatest volume on today, we're not having the most exciting times. But we are still in this trade. We are still more positive than negative, to be honest.
100%.
And we just hope we can catch at least one big ass candle. Either way, because we can learn things either way it goes. We just want to catch one and see what happens. So, is there anything more we can learn from this?
Just like a pretty nice I'm seeing like a pretty nice consistent slow uptrend, generalized higher highs and higher lows, right? Generally on this 1 minute, it looks pretty
Let's
stable.
find out.
I
mean,
peak. Maybe not perfect, but
it's not perfect. It's if I draw it from here, I could draw it from here as well. But I mean, the general consensus is it is still an uptrend.
Yeah.
And okay, could this potentially be though a bearish flag?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So I actually have, if I'm not mistaken, some reversal patterns, continuation patterns.
Lovely. Oh, I love this.
So a bearish flag. So we're coming down, or it could even be a rising wedge, because we have come down quite dramatically, and now we're sort of pushing up in this direction.
It looks more like a rising wedge to me, right? Or maybe
it does indeed right now.
It could be a bearish pennant possibly playing out. Maybe I don't. Or.
And I wouldn't say we've gone high enough to form a pennant.
More like a rising wedge, maybe, right?
I mean, it does look like a rising wedge,
more like a rising wedge than a bearish flag to me right now.
Which has the Yep. However, that does mean that is a continuation pattern.
Right.
And we are continuing from the downside. So we're being very brave right now. Knowing all this, theoretically, I mean, we are up as well. We could close our trade and say thank you very much.
A 1.67%, that is not bad, guys. That is not bad.
I mean, 1.64%, 70 cents.
Yeah. We've not been streaming.
We could close this trade and we could then learn from the potential of where it goes and stay locked in. I'm going to keep this open because we're going to learn together, and it doesn't matter where this goes for me. I'm happy to take the full $3 loss, or let's say that we are, whatever pattern we're in, we've made a complete mistake. That's not the case, and we're just going to shoot to the upside. Everything says, theoretically, we could be continuing to the downside, and we are currently in a long. So with all that knowledge, you can close your trades if you want immediately, take that profit and see where this goes. And that would be the smartest thing to do, to be honest. But we're going to live this with you because we want to have some fun here. We want to do what you might not be wanting to do. And this right now, theoretically, wouldn't be the smartest thing to do. If we've just caught a falling wedge, then we know that the odds are the next move, if it does break this support zone, is to the downside. The smart thing would simply be to close your trade immediately and then either reassess the situation or take your chances and open a short to the downside.
100%.
So that's actually potentially what we could do. Let's live it. If it does break this support zone on the 1 minute chart, we will short it and reverse our position.
Would there be any price here that it could achieve for you to say, maybe I'll move the stop to break even, or would you still just allow it room to breathe at the stop loss in this particular trade, or how would you see that?
Again, I mean, to be honest, let's be honest now. We could move our stop loss to a lot more comfortable level to anyone who would be gambling with, well, not gambling, but who would be trading with a much bigger account. This would be simply a 2.5% loss at $1.28, and we still have a lot of support to get tagged out of that before understanding what's going on.
Based on that
4%,
because you have
this is just based on recent support.
Yeah.
And as you move along, I mean, yes, you can always move your stop loss up, and I do that. There's usually a lot more movement in the moves, which does give you a lot more play. Right now, I kept my stop loss at $3 just because I was so confident that if it does get there, that's literally just not an issue. But you know, everyone's got their own visions and their own needs and their own ways of trading, and you have to build your own basically, and that's it. So I would do what Satoshi recommended, and if I was to actually be doing this seriously, 100% locked on, this is my account, I'm gambling because it's gambling at the end of the day, but it's calculated gambling. I'm doing the smart thing. I'm not just putting my money on a football team hoping they're going to win that match. No, this is 100% done with full on knowledge of where I expect the move to be going next.
Because if you had say like, let's say this was $1,000 trade right now. You know, what would we
Yeah,
be up right here? 1.76. Say this was $1,000 trade, because the bottom line is, I know probably a lot of you guys are going to be coming in trading with a lot
you
more.
can
Maybe
times that by 20, I believe.
times
Yeah.
that by 20, right? So what kind of gains are we looking at there on if
So
that's
20,
1,000?
20, literally $20.
20 bucks, right? So I mean, that's 20 bucks
That's
just for, you know, that ain't bad on a really short move there. That ain't bad at all.
and realistically, $1,000 is still a tiny account for some
Yeah,
of these big players out there.
yeah,
Some of these big
100%.
players are going out there. I mean, they're there. I'm not saying this money's just come out of the thin air. They've worked extremely hard for this money, but you've got to be understanding that there's people out there that are small fish and they have $1 million accounts. But
100%.
with their $1 million accounts, a 0.1, 0.2% move in the direction that they're betting on is not a bad day's work. Put it that
100%.
way.
And I think Zar, you know,
So
something that Zar keeps telling me, you know, when we talk sort of off stream, and it's just like, the thing is, you know, as you build your account more and more, you are going to be able to you're going to be able to enter and exit out of trades if you want over shorter time periods and get out. And a 1% trade is going to be far more meaningful, maybe at the end of the year when you finish trading in a profit, because your portfolio size is going to be bigger, which reduces the risk, increases the amount you can take off the table. So again, it's just in my opinion, you know, when we were discussing that a few times, it just kind of says to me, look, you know, you got to find ways to just learn this, grow the account, you know. Because the bottom line is, even if you're trading with like a $1,000 account, if you're trading like maybe $5,000, $10,000 account, which again, like Zar said, that's nothing. You know, that is nothing in the grand scheme of things in terms of the players that, you know, are in this market. But like $5,000, $10,000 account, these are achievable numbers, even starting with like a few hundred or $1,000. When you use leverage in a smart way, you always set your stop losses. You can get up there. You can build it up to those amounts. And when you build it up to those amounts, you're trading 5, 10, 20x, or even just 5 or 10x. Um, you can make some serious cash. You know, you can make some serious cash without starting with a lot. But that's why, like, but if you're just trading spot alone, sure, you can get there. But hey, you know, we're all going to be off this planet one day, and how much time have you got to sit around and waste? I think the way both me and Zar see it is like, you know, you're here on this planet getting a bit philosophical at the moment, but the reality is we are here for a short time, so let's fucking ride it hard, you know, get some cash in there, learn how to do this, and just make some money. Like, who wants to wait? You know, it's a misconception. Don't let people scare you, guys. We are here to debunk the fact that futures is something that just shouldn't be touched. Oh my God, never touch futures, don't touch leverage. That's just total bollocks. In my opinion, the bottom line is you can make and lose money holding spot. Trading without leverage, trading with leverage, buying a house, buying a car, okay? Anything. You can walk out, get hit by a bus tomorrow. It can happen. It doesn't matter how smart you think you are, okay? And the bottom line is, a lot of people are making money using leverage, and you can too. You don't need to be a genius to do it, guys. So again, if you want to come in, join on our trades, guys, the link to get signed up to Bitunix and follow along in these trades is in the pinned comment in the chat. And you can also win 1,000 Crow every single week, and I will announce the winner every Friday. How are we looking, Zar?
I am starting to get a little bit scared based on the fact that, you know, we're getting this is still on the 1 minute time frame, by the way, so
Yep,
it's not as strong as an indicator as it would be
yep.
on the slightly bigger time frames. However, we are getting a lot of wicks to the upside, which are getting just eaten up straight away,
Still looks like a
which
healthy
shows a lot
retest.
of
Technically looks like a healthy
sell
retest though,
pressure.
so long as it doesn't dip too much below the orange, right?
I mean, this is now the line. This blue line here is the
Blue line,
support
yeah.
the support
That's
zone
what
that
that's
I'm
aiming
looking at
for.
for mainly. We
Yes.
can. I mean, we're gonna see it ride it out all the way.
100%.
I've concluded that. So I don't mind if it goes through, but a smart thing, like I said, I would love it to bounce off of this
That would be
and give us
glorious.
another higher high. That would be fantastic.
Yep.
However, it is losing strength. I mean, I say it's losing strength.
So long as we get a
It's
bit
a
of a green
health,
up here, it might
it's
be
a
okay.
healthy move up. It's a healthy move up,
Yeah. Healthy growth.
healthy growth, but we want to see impulsive,
Yeah.
impulsive. Healthy can get eaten up by one red candle,
That's it, yeah.
like it is doing now. So right now, it's broken down.
Having a bit of a dip down, yeah.
We be rescued by the final 60 SMA, which is extremely powerful
Yep.
in this context.
That's our strongest EMA in this context, right? For these EMAs.
Yeah, I mean 60. That's giving us the most data we have. So that's literally the last hour of candles,
And
and
we're getting
as you
bought,
can
you can
see,
see
it's
there.
bounced off that
Bull
perfectly,
stepping in
like
right there.
completely bounced off that
Beautiful.
perfectly with a beautiful candle. If this can, oh yeah, it did close. So as you can see, that's it should be theoretically a bullish candle, even though it finished red. We tried to push back up. As long as we don't see this being held as support now, as resistance.
As
Sorry,
resistance, yeah.
I would like to see a break straight back up.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see in the past, it is possible to dip your head low,
Dip below, yeah.
just below,
Come back up,
but
yeah.
you don't want to get too far away from that. You
No.
really don't want to get too far away from that. So a dramatic sign of this move breaking down and giving us a big push to the downside would be a direct
Yep.
break now of this 60 MA. As we've pretty much held this as resistance, can we see a Johnny rescue mission in the last 10 seconds of this candle? And can it push up and close above?
That's it,
It
yeah.
doesn't seem likely. It does not seem likely. But again, it's just a little battle in this area.
Oh, here we go.
There's a lot of
Managed to close green
sell
with
pressure.
something.
That was a nice little finish. But it's still held as resistance,
Yeah,
which we don't like.
right on that line now.
So let's see what would this all means in the dollar.
But even
We
now,
are still up
on the trade though. That's the thing.
on the trade. We had our idea. Our idea was decent, but now we did spot that this could be a falling wedge, and so we're aware of our risks to the downside, and we could have easily closed this trade right up here. We were happy to have done that when we discussed it, but just for this stream, we're going to keep it open and we're going to ride it all the way, just so we can learn a little bit more. Just so we can learn a little bit more together.
That's it.
If you're not confident in doing this, learn from our mistakes.
100% guys. And guys, just on that note as well, me and Zara also, we don't just do the trades on stream, we deliver a lot of value offline as well, and we actually have our free Telegram group, which as a matter of fact, for the people that are on the stream right now, we still have, I think, about 44 free spots left where we may potentially start to price in a little bit of a charge to get in, because guys, we are delivering a lot of alpha. We have been in the crypto space a long time. We do have a lot of an understanding on the market, and we are here to educate you, and we really do want to reward our sort of our first subscribers to what is essentially a pivot to a trading focus on the channel now, guys. Okay, so for you guys, yeah, I'm gonna leave this Telegram group link, guys, and you can chat directly with Zara and I, even if Zara doesn't always get back because he works full time. I'm not working full time at the moment, so at least one of us will get back to you on that day. We post trades in there, guys. I'm gonna drop right now the link for that in the chat there, and come on and join it, guys. Zara, I'll give it back to you, and I'll let these guys get
Absolutely,
sorted out.
guys. Come and chat to us. Any questions you have, anything at all. We are here to help. So, are we getting excited now? Have we?
Something's happened. We haven't, we're not out of the woods yet, but
We are using this. We are floating very well on this blue.
Yeah, that blue line's really coming
Resistance,
into effect
support,
there.
resistance, support. It's just not sure. Oh, is this potentially the candle which changes it all? It's looking quite negative. I would say, again, looking at the other indicators, I mean, it is really tough to get an idea using those indicators on the 1 minute. You can get a rough idea, but it is better to get some confluence on slightly bigger charts. So if we're looking at the 15 minute, the RSI did actually reset to quite a low level, and it is now pushing up. Where did it most recently? Okay, so this is not a bad level. It has used this green line that I have as support in the past. Let's hope if it is going down, it gets a nice bounce and keeps going up in the right direction. The stochastic RSI does tell us we are in a good position, to be honest, theoretically. We have crossed up above the 20. Okay. The MACD is still very negative and very bearish, but it is slowly creeping up to a reversal. 15-minute is very... could go either way with the 15-minute chart, to be honest. But I'm hoping that, again, I mean, the candle before is a bit of an indecision candle. Literally known as an indecision candle. So they did, the buyers and the sellers, they just didn't know what to do. So basically, Johnny and our bouncer here, let's call our bouncer Mario, they were just in a bit of a tussle.
Yeah.
And it was 50-50 now. Super Mario here is taking charge. Is he gonna get rid of Johnny once and for all? So that's on the 15. Let's break it down chart by chart. So on the 10-minute chart, we're just crossing back to green on the MACD, which is a bullish sign. We're still pushing up on the stochastic RSI, which is quite good. There's still got legs to go. The RSI has given us a little bit of a rude rejection at the 30, which is the support, just the support that I had from a past trade. Let's keep going up. So the 5-minute, quite oversold on the stochastic RSI on the 5-minute, which means could we be prepared to go for a move down? My wife, let me call her back later.
Yeah, I think I want to point out as well, guys, for everyone that's in the stream, yeah, you could have also taken that profit earlier when we were up 1%, as we did mention, but we are just letting that ride out. But yeah, guys, just remember, if you want to follow along with the trades, get signed up to Bitunix, guys, in the pinned chat. Get signed up and you can win 1,000 Crow every week, 5,000 Crow every month if you do high volume. And yeah, guys, come along, join the trading team. Because even now, still up 0.59%, are we, Zar? Looking all right.
We are indeed still up. I'm contemplating redrawing this line or not. So let me just show you. We are still up, 0.58%.
I mean, that ain't bad, man. It's better than a kick in the nuts.
That was a nice little bounce. I mean, so where did we enter? We entered here.
I think it shows you the B where you bought in there. Just that bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the candle, isn't it? Yeah, like that.
So we've been bouncing up and down, consolidating. However, it is slightly in a bullish direction. So we are heading slightly upwards, making higher highs and higher lows. So I mean, general, still looking okay. We did say we got slightly scared because we broke out of this wedge that we had made, this blue line here, which we were using as very nice support for our move upwards. And now we are struggling as we are hitting our head against these a very short time frame moving averages. So could this be the start of a bit of a move to the downside? Let's see.
See how we go. EMA's curling down.
Let me see. like I was saying before, let me get this on maybe a 5-minute chart.
And folks, if you are enjoying seeing us both in the streams today, please take a moment to smash the like button, notifications on, and subscribe to see us more, guys. We are going to be aiming to bring you streams throughout the week. All right, let us know what you think about the TA, educating you guys on how to get in here and make money on futures in crypto. I know the space is like pretty boring at the moment. We haven't had that altcoin season. The spot bag's not looking too good, but this is the time to get in and learn a bit about futures, guys.
So we're dramatically breaking down now.
Okay.
And this could easily come and touch our stop loss. And to be honest, it's not looking good. If I was entering now, I would look at this as a very nice potential play to the downside, like we said. I didn't reverse it into a short, absolutely. I didn't reverse it, and now I'm actually contemplating just moving my stop loss down to where it was before. Yeah, again, this is completely the wrong thing to do. If you're actually trading with a big account here, this is just simply so you can learn with us. Yeah. If it goes all the way down there, I'm taking a little bit more of a loss, but I'm doing this with belief. So I want to live and learn this whole trade. We were contemplating taking money out here, right at the top. So we did kind of call it. However, we are just again in this trade to show you, to live with you. If you don't know anything about trading, this is trading. It's quite simple. You're predicting, is the price going to go up? Is the price going to go down? How much are you willing to bet on your beliefs? And so yeah, so we believed it was going to go up. It did go up. Again, we are on the 1 minute time frame. So we were up 1.6% at one point. That was actually a very good. That was actually a very good profit for just a complete random trade with 5-minute TA. And now we actually did call that this was going to go to the downside. How far down can we go? Where can we get rescued if this comes down? So I've done the fib retracement, and because we actually only bounced off the 0.2 pretty much, we didn't really push, and we didn't even really come and touch the 0.38. That means that this could be a very powerful move towards the downside, as we didn't even contemplate coming back up and retesting, which means the sell pressure is a lot more than the buy pressure. A lot more people selling than there is buying. But we're still in this zone, and I believe in this zone. So to confirm, if I was to now change this to a short, I would like to see a very, very negative candle come out of this support zone here. So this box I drew earlier, it's still acting as resistance right now, which is cool. Let me go back to the 1 minute time frame. It's acting as perfect resistance now. If we see another move to the upside, it could literally be just another long game of up and down, up and down, up and down, which some people even like to scalp these tiny moves. I mean, and there's no shame in that, and there's money to be made absolutely everywhere. I mean, there's people trading on the 30-second charts, the 5-second charts. Quite insane to me. But yeah, those moves are all valid. So where are we looking? Where are we at here? So where can we potentially find support? This is actually would be a very nice area to bounce back off, but there's just no guarantee. So let me show you that on here. So we're looking at this micro level of support, saying this candle pushed us up. And so if I'm drawing another micro box here, I would call it out from here, and I would say this is a secondary support zone for us right now. Can we stay alive? Well, can we stay alive in this area?
Here's the balls.
If we can't, we're going back down. But again, there's not really much that we can do when there's not a lot of volume and excitement in the charts.
Yeah.
And there's no shame in that. You should all be at home enjoying your time with your families, to be honest.
You should. You definitely should.
But for you degens like me and Satoshi, We're out here bringing you knowledge, as Satoshi does every day. That takes a lot, guys. Trust me. A lot of respect for Mr. Satoshi.
So
And so yeah, so we are pushing up, and we are finding the top of this little support area as resistance. So it's not looking good. Could look to be a continuation to the downside, unless that was the reversal candle. But it doesn't look likely. No, where were we going? Let me. Have to hit the bullshit alert. Come on, bounce, 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 baby. Give us that bounce. So imagine we had gone for a short, and we were talking about it live on stream. We were saying this doesn't really look too good to us. If it breaks this blue line, we would probably call a short, and we would jump in with a negative candle. So I'd say this candle right here was pretty negative, looks pretty negative to me, and that went all the way down to here. And so that right there was still a 0.37% move, which again, as we were discussing with a larger account, that can be some serious money to be made or lost either way. So there's no shame in these little moves. And again, if we were trading properly, again, we wouldn't probably take such a small scalp, but we could. I mean, Satoshi likes to trade a lot more with I believe the 15-minute chart, is it? And then pushing up towards the hour and the 4-hour.
Yeah, definitely.
To understand a little bit more what's going on.
Yeah, no.
And they're a lot safer.
Yeah, safer, but yeah, kind of, I think that there's money to be made, whether you're doing the swing trades or the scalps. But I definitely think that the scalp trading, requires a lot more balls and nerves. But some people, I think it's meant for some people. I think some people like it; they make money from it. No reason why you
It
can't
is
do it.
indeed.
But
again, like we were saying before, I was always put off trading all my life, and even when I had it in front of me and an account set up, I still didn't know what was going on. But when I actually finally got into it, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to lose my life if I lose $300. And I started playing with it, and here I am, 2-3 years later, and I think I've got enough knowledge to make quite good calls when it comes to trading, and that's all I need to do every once in a while to keep my life going. So join us. Like I said, the levels of experience are not that high, and so we want to learn together with you guys every day. If you're here every day for a few weeks, months, years, we're going to learn. Like, we are going to learn. There is no two ways about it. Through our mistakes, through our wins, there's learning. There's an instruction. There's something to learn in every scenario. And so we're just planning to to one day whip out our master accounts with our millions and millions of dollars, and go from there. But it all has to start somewhere. So
100%.
Just do not be afraid. Do not be afraid.
Don't be afraid, guys. That's exactly right. For those of you that are in the stream right now, just want to mention Fit in Crypto. Really appreciate you, bro. Fit in Crypto. I've got to stop calling you $12 lattes. Did you know that in Cali, where Fit in Crypto is from, average going rate for a latte is around 12 or 13 USD. When he told me that,
That is insane.
That's even.
I mean, I'm from London, so don't get me wrong. I know crazy prices.
Even for London, mate.
But
You don't pay that in London, even.
Man, yeah.
That's bad.
That is
$13.
dodgy. What's going on?
Fit in Crypto, he's still in that long from a few days ago. Yeah, bro. Let us know. Let us know what price. I can't remember what price you got into that trade. Let us know, because I know we went up a lot before. Well, obviously we had a bit of a dump down from 90K, but I'm kind of hoping you moved your stop loss up, bro. And maybe got tagged out for a bit of a win. But let us know how that trade's going, brother. And yeah, no, Zara and I do really appreciate you being in the stream. 711 is my spot. Yeah, no, that's probably going to work out a little bit better for you, mate, and me. And just, I mean, $12 from the cafe, mate. That is, just whack that straight into the futures account, man. 5x. That's
It's
all it
nutty,
is.
bro. It's nutty.
Yeah.
How
And
much is a nice latte around your area?
oh, bro, mate, my coffee is my coffee. Look, if I'm gonna go a latte, I'm telling you, it's gonna be about $1.20. If I'm going just
Dang.
straight Americano, which is what I do, that's what I do. I usually go just the iced Americano, and it's from a proper machine, man. It's not some dodgy shit like this guy is. You know, he's a serious, passionate barista. Good coffee. We're talking about how much? It's going to be 40 baht, which is just over $1. So we're talking a 12x difference to the downside.
Crazy.
Oh
We're
shit.
about halfway there. Half of that price in London.
And your guys in between, yeah.
I'd say
But
you can pick up a latte for at least £6. To be honest, I'm not the biggest coffee drinker myself. I don't
yeah.
mind an espresso once in a while at
Oh,
home with the pups.
I thought that you would. Oh, not even the Italian style espressos. I thought you might be on that a
I
bit.
mean, you know what? My dad is one of the biggest coffee fans you'll ever meet in your life, and the passion he has for it is crazy. And he's actually
Oh,
disappointed at me in a son because I just never ever liked coffee from day one. I mean, I
really?
still struggle to this day to have an espresso without adding a dash of milk
Right.
and tons of sugar, which is tragic.
You even
But
struggle
it's
with
the only
that?
way it will go down. Yeah, it's the only way it will go
Wow.
down.
Ah, okay. To be honest, I think if I was your dad in that, just with that one element alone, yeah, I would be a little disappointed with the coffee side of things.
It hurts so much because I actually appreciate it so much. He has so many nice coffee machines, and he's so passionate about them, so intricate, this and that,
Oh
and I
yeah.
love the idea of it. But
Culture's
even if
big.
he was to offer me an ice cream flavored, coffee flavored, I just cannot accept the flavor. Doesn't work for me. Nasty,
No,
nasty,
fair enough,
nasty,
fair enough.
nasty. But yeah, back to this trade.
Sweet. How we looking?
We've
Not looking
hit a
too
little
bad.
bit.
Trying to
Yeah, we
get
hit this little downtrend, but we seem to be scooping
something's
up
going.
straight away.
Something's
And
going.
so the next aim here is to hopefully push straight through back through these averages, back through my imaginary box here, and make a decision to finally push to the upside instead of this consolidation, basically, which is what it is. And like I said, if we go back a little bit more, we can see that the price action at this level is actually quite a bit. And we actually, last time we broke this price action, we actually came down all the way to 84.4. So that's actually very, very good to keep in mind because that is a possibility,
Yeah,
and that
definitely.
would completely annihilate our stop loss.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
But right now we're still playing, we're still floating, we're at the bottom end on the 15-minute chart of our predictions. And let me repeat, we're still in this trade, having the time of our lives with Johnny and his potential re-entrance to the club. But we wouldn't have necessarily been in this trade if we didn't want to learn about what's going on and try to live this experience fully to the max. Ideally, we would have taken it where we took it. We would have come out roughly towards the top. We did call it pretty well. And then we said if it did reverse and fall under this support here, we would have taken a short, which would have given us a tiny little move towards the downside. And but because we are still in the long, and we still have a positive mind frame, we're moving up now, bouncing off these averages well. We are hoping that our next step will be the reversal of these averages. So we want the green line to be above the red. And yeah, basically the green line to be at the top and the red to be at the bottom. If we do have that reversal, we're back. We're getting back in the club with Johnny, basically.
Let's go. And guys, if you just have joined the stream, let us know, guys. A bit of respect for the Crow fam. Put some respect on it. This is Zar coming in for the first of what we hope will be many streams where we're just bringing it to you raw and unbiased. It's data driven, okay? We're here to learn together, as Zar has said a few times, and we're just showing you in real time how you don't need a lot of money to come in and learn how to trade futures, which quite frankly is the most powerful way to make money in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is still very much in its early stages. It's a volatile market, and with that volatility, you can harness the ability through learning a skill like leverage trading to make a lot of money just with a few $100. So come along, join in the trade. Not financial advice, of course, but come along, get signed up, guys, to Bitunix, guys. You can also win 1,000 Crow that we give away every single week. I announced the win on Friday. The link to sign up to Bitunix, guys, it's in the chat. It's the pinned chat comment right at the top. It's free to sign up. Come do some trades. Join in the trading with us. Have a bit of fun, guys. Okay? Don't head out to the pub. Don't spend 50, 60 bucks there. Invest it. Have a bit of fun here. Learn. Let's do it together.
Absolutely. So, and the reason why we are the Crow Bros, but we're on the BTC chart, is because we were just hoping that there'd be a little bit more action today, a little bit more movement. Fundamentally, the bottom line is the majority of the funds that I do manage to make trading, I convert every single thing to Crow and keep that in my spot bag.
Yeah, boy.
Um,
The Crow shill. Let it rain.
that's it. That's it. It's all about the Crow for me. I'm a huge Crow fanboy. You know, they say never stick all your eggs in one basket. I've been in crypto now for about 4 years, and I didn't get that message. I'd say at least 90% of my portfolio is CRO. So I'm a big fan, a big believer. I've never sold any um, since the day I've been accumulating, and that's at least a good 3.5 to 4 years now of daily DCAing. And daily praying that the price reverses and goes back to that infamous $1, which I never actually got to live in person. I came into the
Live it, yeah.
scene a few months later,
Missed it. I
but
did
I
get to
want to
live it.
be there
I didn't
for that
make it out.
$1 day.
You will, man. I mean, Crow, Crow does, it's one of those projects, it's, especially now that all altcoins are down. I love it when people do this, a few people, they post on X thinking that they're just the next genius going, oh my God, at Chris Marslek, what's happening to the price of Crow? It's just total nonsense. Like, how can you do that when the
It's
market's down
hard.
like
It's
this?
hard. It's hard.
It's just
I've lived
so
everything
ridiculous.
now. I've lived everything in these 3.5 years, and I felt the pain, and I felt to shout at Chris a few times as well. But you know, the guy's doing his best, and we're all, well, not we're all, but I am personally living in a lot of hope that his most recent message to the fam that not to judge him on the price until March 2026.
Yeah, that's a
And
big
so I'm
statement.
eagerly anticipating to find out what that could possibly mean. And can we see a return to the $1 or even at least 50 cent level by March or moving in towards the new year? Can we start seeing a boost and a little bit of run for these alts? I mean, I still do have a bit of other bags as well, so I'm not I'm not hating on any other coins,
Nah, Crow's a
but
solid
but yeah,
project.
like
Solid project.
Crow is the one. Crow is the one. Through all the downs it's had, it's still managed to build in these past few years. It's absolutely incredible, and it does everything the right way, which is what we like. None of this Binance nonsense around the corner, doing this around the bag. No, 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 no.
Yeah,
We are 100% legit with all. Chris has got everything down.
he's got it
Chris
down.
is the man, and we've actually said we're getting what is it, $1 crow tats.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm literally a tattoo virgin. I don't have a single tattoo on my body, but the very first one is going to be a big fat CRO logo, most likely the day it hits $1.
No, I'm down with that. I'll be getting that. That and I want to say just and that and for me, I'm not maybe not Czar, but yeah, when if Pepe can just reclaim that 10 billion market cap as well, um, I'm getting something there. So yeah, Pepe and Crow, let's fucking go. Fit in Crypto says Crow is going to rip, as in a good way. Yes, I know you're in the space. Same here. Fit in Crypto is 90 to 95% in the Kronos ecosystem. I know you got some Lion token as well, bro. Um, And you're also, he's just said live on stream that he's also down to get
Hell
the
yeah.
bro symbol. Okay, mate, you can join the club, man. Let's make
Let's go, bro.
let's do
Let's form a
this.
community.
Let's make like a fundraiser, or I don't know. Let's do something like with this. Like I don't know how we can do this, but I'm feeling something with this crow tattoo nonsense. Like this, we got to turn that into something. I
Definitely.
don't know. Like,
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do something big.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we're on a little bit of an
Little,
excited little run
little
here.
bit of a boner here.
So my screen's a bit of a mess. So I just want to quickly explain what the hell I just done.
Yes.
So I am assuming that we've bottomed out here and we hit a little bit of a reversal point here. So just using a simple Fibonacci, I have drawn it from the low to the high. And so if this is a continuation pattern and we do end up pushing upwards, there is no shame in coming as low as the 0.786, which is exactly where we bounced. And now it's bouncing up and down, and it found more resistance here at the 6.18, which is absolutely fantastic. If it can now find it again at the 0.5 here and give us another push towards the upside, this could actually be just a simple continuation to the upside and what looks like to be a very healthy retracement to the downside right now. So these are just potential little setups to keep in mind. And I do love the idea that it bounced nicely, and now but could be completely wrong. And as we speak, we just did get a really fat bearish engulfing candle, which is never great. Rejected all of this hard work that Johnny was trying to do.
Fucking Johnny.
Just Johnny. So if you don't know Johnny, Johnny's our dude, and he's just trying to make his way into the club like he did earlier. Look at this. Wow. On the 1 minute chart, there's just so much excitement. So Johnny was chilling, and he was lining up in the queue. Johnny got into the club. Look at this excitement. Straight onto the dance floor, had a few drinks, chilling, trying to meet some of the girls. Was really excited up here, but I'm not too sure what happened. I think this is his first encounter with Super Mario the Bouncer. Got a bit excited, started jumping on the tables, got told off a little bit, but stayed in his lane until Mario came back, kicked him off the table. Johnny wasn't feeling it, but he was behaving. He was a little bit sad, but had a little drink, got excited again, until he jumped all the way onto the DJ booth, and then the bouncer was not having that. Kicked him straight out of the club. So Johnny is now just building a foundation. Oh, no. Johnny was still in the club. Johnny got kicked out right here. That was very dramatic. So here on the 1 minute chart, you can see there's really a lot of stories to tell, basically. And unfortunately, I don't want to be in such a long consolidation as that one down here, but it is extremely possible. It is extremely possible that we are looking for a breakout either way, to be honest, because like we said, we just want to learn, but we could be in here for a while, for a very long while. And right now we are currently down 1.46% from that initial opening. That was at 87,153. And there's no shame in that, because we are learning, and we learn a lot, because I can back myself into thinking I was confident enough of saying close the trade up here, reopen around here as we have come back down. But that's just microscopic. On the longer term picture, we're still in this move, and we're still hoping that we're going to regain this whole area.
Yes.
So regain all this whole area, come back up, and even if we do end up just tagging it and then coming straight back down, we're hoping for some sort of force that pushes us up to at least a retest. Yes. Because to be honest, it was quite a rude send off. And now there's a healthy-ish build back up, and that's usually what it is. It's just little guys coming in, trying to buy, and then one big ass company comes along and just smacks everyone on the face and says, "Thank you for buying. It's time for me to take some profits," and basically dumps on everyone. So yeah. So can they've had their fun? Can the little guys now push back up and regain this spot? But to be honest, this is a very long way away still. Even though we're looking at the 1 minute chart, this move could take a very long time to play out. But it is what it is. We're having fun. We're trying to learn from every step of the way. As we said, the next step right here for us is, to be honest, breaking through these averages, or at least watching them reverse. And as you can see, they're narrowing down. So the green started at the bottom. It flipped above the yellow, which I believe is the 10 moving average, and it's just playing along with it now, up and down, up and down. But you can see the 30 is now falling below the yellow and the green, which is a very positive sign, to be honest, because it's the start of a reversal, basically. So now we're hoping that the green is going to slightly come up, holding the price as support, and until it crosses the red, and then hopefully we have another little pump, and Johnny can get back into the club, have a few dances, and enjoy his night.
100%. Yeah, no, it's been a good trade so far, and as I mentioned, and if you were in the stream earlier, we'll always emphasize, we got up to 1.6% up on that trade, and no matter your position size, you could have done a couple of things. You could have come to break even though it might have been a little bit tight. You could have just done a flash close using Bitunix there and could have taken your profit off the table there. So that's what we're always going to say, because I think, in terms of like when to take the profit, I mean, I think a lot of signal groups will give you take profit levels, which is great. But in the end, I think it just really does depend on, how risk adverse you are, and also your strategy, because the thing is, obviously, because it could have gone the other way earlier. You might have taken that 1.6% there, but then you could have had a 4-5% move to the upside. So I think it's all about just, what Czar's done here is he's established how much he's willing to lose on this trade with that $50. He's played around with the stop loss a little bit there. It was a smart move, in my opinion, to just move that down to give a bit of breathing room back to his original position, and that's something that he can afford to do when he's actively trading in front of the desktop. Whereas if you were, if you had less time in the day, perhaps your 9 to 5, you just simply couldn't do this, then you would, potentially you might set a wider stop. You might be willing to take a bigger loss and take more of a swing style trade. But in this particular case, we are in front of the computer and we can do this, and there's certainly a lot of money to be made here as well. Um,
As again, just touching on what you said, as I move the stop loss down,
yeah,
I'm still at $3.20 if I do get stopped out. And so
yeah,
anything within this area where I took the trade and my stop loss is all 100% knowledge for me. And so it's all research. What is going on? I don't want to just sit here and watch it and be like, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to call the next play, but it's all within this micro gap, which I can afford to either lose or gain.
that's
So
it.
right now, the idea is still that we are hoping to go up, as we are in a long. Otherwise, we would most likely be in a short. But because it is floating in this consolidation area, it could still either go either way. So if it doesn't go long, I want to learn exactly why it didn't go long and why I was wrong. And that's why I can afford to do that for $3, because I won't make that mistake again.
I tell you what, guys, it's $3. I mean, just take a moment to understand it. It's $3. Now, I'm not saying, $3 is. I'm not saying it's a meaningless amount of money, because it's not. But the reality is, you got to understand you're getting very valuable data, and so long as you have that willingness to learn, well, I mean, geez, what an investment! $3 to just learn a lot from the market. Come on here, listen to what we're saying. Make those notes, guys. Again, come in here, join in the trades, not financial advice, but if you want to have a bit of fun, join in the trade, sign up to Bitunix, use the account, and learn with us. All right, learn with us here, because we're here to make not only us better traders, but we all will be becoming, it's as simple as we simply will become better traders through this process because we have the passion, we are inputting the time, we have the willingness to assess the wins and the losses, and that can only make us better. It is as simple as that. It's not rocket science, okay? It is as simple as that. If you get in here, get amongst it, and you just keep showing up consistently and you don't do stupid shit like blowing your whole account, don't put your whole life savings on leverage because it might sound crazy, but people do it. All right, people do it. And then they kill themselves. It happens. All right. It happened with the liquidation event that happened a few months back. And it's very sad. It's very sad that that kind of thing has to happen. But you don't put your entire net worth into one leverage trading exchange or something like that. Just chuck a bit on there and say bye bye to it, and just consider if it's $1,000 that you're going to be trading with, consider that $1,000 worth of education that has a high chance, that has a good probability of potentially going to the upside if you're trading conservatively and in watching our streams. So yeah, if you're enjoying these guys, like the video. If you're not signed up to Bitunix yet, get signed up to Bitunix. The link is at the top of the chat there. It's pinned. You can win 1,000 CRO every week, guys. Giving away $100 every week. Like the stream, subscribe. And Zah, right on cue. Something's happening right now.
It's a little re-entry into the club, I believe. No, not quite a re-entry, but Johnny is getting excited and he's asking questions. So basically, we have broken this 60 moving average, and when we do that, it does struggle to stay above it. So this is very important candle. Let's see where this candle goes. Look at this breakout. Oh, this is what we've been waiting for all day. I think we're actually back in profit right now. So we are indeed. We're moving straight back up. As I said, it doesn't usually like to stay too far away from these averages. So this, indeed, if you had placed a long down here, if you're happy with your profit at whatever stage, these are just little signs that you can consider taking profits at. How much of you, how close are you to your targets? Is it worth hanging around? Because I mean, we didn't take it from down here, but we can measure it up and say, if you had come in from even here, let's say, and pushed up to here, 0.47%, call it, round it up to 0.5 if you'd come down a little bit lower and caught that move. And like you can see, it has caught a bit of selling pressure up here. And I don't know if we're going to have an immediate reversal, but with this extreme strength has come a little bit of rejection. Still got 38 seconds to close in this candle. Let's see what it can do. It's always nice to retest as long as the candle then reverses and ends green. Give us even more strength. So yeah, so here we've had our first cross where the 6 moving average has crossed the 60. So we're moving fast, as we know this is the 1 minute chart. So don't take these indicators as gold, but do use them as a very solid reference. So here, yeah, we've used this as support. We're still bouncing up. Let's set a little line here as our previous, call it higher, the highest high we've managed to get before this little reversal. And now let's see if we can come back and retest this and break through it, which would then indicate a continuation to the upside. And that's actually the main reason which we decided to stay in this trade. Because even though this was quite a negative push to the downside, there was no guarantee
And have a look at
that
that,
we were
guys.
going to continue that pattern.
We're back up 1.23%. We didn't freak out. We didn't start shitting our pants just because we saw a move to the downside. Guys, this is like when you're getting used to it and you're getting new to it, maybe you're going to see those red moves to the downside. You start thinking, oh shit, I'm stupid. I shouldn't be doing this. And a lot of negativity starts to creep in. But what you got to realize is it's just a natural breathing of what's happening with the chart. you're never gonna. I mean, you will, but you know, often you're not gonna find the exact entry. You're always gonna have to write out you know, a little bit of red movement to the downside. But that's the whole point of where Zar has set that stop loss. He understands that there's a good probability that price can come down close to that stop loss, and it kind of did. But right now, I mean, we're off to the moon, and we could, if you were in this, or in fact, if you are in this trade with us right now, if you're happy, take profit now. Do it. Sell now. Okay, so that
Do
you
it.
can go back and you can't say that we didn't tell you to sell now, because right now we're up 2% on this trade right here. Do you understand?
There's never any shame in taking profit.
There's no shame in it, because you're not only breaking even, you're not making a loss, you're making a win right here, guys. Okay, even right now, you take it, you're up at 1.67%. If you were in on this trade using Bitunix, you'd be taking money away. Not only, and what's more valuable is that you'd be taking a good lesson. Everything that Zar's been taking you through for the last over an hour, you'd be taking that free education. You'd be walking away with a win. And I mean, for goodness sake, what more could you what more do you want, right? So if you appreciate that, hit the like button. We're bringing this to you for free. All we ask is, yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, hit notifications, and get signed up and trade with us on Bitunix, guys. The link is at the top of the chat, the pinned comment. Come, make your deposit, start trading futures. You're going to get a 20% sign up bonus, and you go into the competition, win $100 grow every week, and you can make some money with us, guys. But this is we're
Definitely,
back.
definitely.
We're back.
And guys, don't sleep on it. 1,000 Crow weekly giveaway is insane. When I came into the community, if someone had told me like they were giving away 1,000 Crow weekly, like that's crazy. I would have jumped on and followed them like to the end of the world and back, no matter what they were doing. Because I've only ever been in giveaways where people are doing like 10 Crow, 20 Crow, 15 Crow, and I've won a few of them, and it's still a very good feeling. But it's not life changing. But 1,000 Crow, you know, when Crow's at $1, that's $1,000, and you don't have to do anything. We're not asking you to give us your money. We're not selling you anything. Just saying, come and enjoy your time with us. If you want to do some trades, come and trade with us. If you have your own ideas, do your own trades. But trading is for everyone. Simple as that. Don't be afraid. And if you are afraid, use the money Bitunix is giving you. Like that's just simple as that. It's crazy. It is crazy.
How are we looking
So we're
right
still
now,
moving
guys?
up here.
Looks like it.
we're holding strong on this six CMA, so that's fantastic. If we can push off that and make a new high, if not, again, this could be another sort of little in the smaller time frame, another double top. So we've come down all the way down here, pushed all the way up here, and we're just not able to break through.
How might you, if there is a way that you can see from here on the 1 minute, how might you identify this little pattern that's played out here in terms of that gradual increase and then that quite a steep sell-off? What almost looks
I
like
mean,
it could be going into a bit of a cut pattern of some kind, maybe. I'm not sure, but
there's not an immediate pattern I could immediately identify here, other than the one we were in before that was telling us there could be a slightly push to the downside. I mean, here you could be potentially looking at a cup and handle, but I think this has come up a little bit too much now.
yeah, a bit of a bullish cup as well.
But the idea is this could be the cup. We could have a little handle here, and then we could see another little move to the upside. If not, I was looking at this support line here.
Yep.
Which got it cleanly. So if we was to reverse this, oh, my bad, and move this here, you could say that we've now broken out of that, and we could come back down and retest that as support.
Right. Yeah.
Because to be honest, there's not really too much here to say. I would have loved to have broken out and then use this as support. But unfortunately we haven't, and so it wouldn't immediately scream bullish. I would say Johnny is struggling very much here to make up his mind on what he wants to do.
Bit of indecision here, yeah. But a nice little recovery there.
But yeah, we've got so we've got this little bit of support here. Can we now turn this from support to, I mean, resistance to support? That would be very nice, and then move up from here. I mean, it's very small. Not too much excitement going on today. I would love to see a little bit more of a bounce going on here before a breakthrough, if we are to be correct with our long decision. However, we're just trying to learn and identify what's going on in every single move that occurs. So
100%.
I don't necessarily see a dramatic move to the downside like we had here. I would more rather prefer a nice support, nice to form a nice support zone here and try and push back up once more. However, what are our indicators saying? On the 1 minute, pushing up, pushing down.
And what I'd like to also mention as well, guys, with everyone in the stream, is that even if you've just joined in, guys, going back, from the start, there's been a couple of points where you could have exited at like 1.5% and then 2%, 1.6 and then 2% roughly. Yeah.
Bear with me, I'm just gonna grab my charger.
Easy. Yes, fit in crypto, you're excited. Yeah, lovely, bro. Trade's playing out okay right here. We actually entered a trade earlier. Myself, I entered slightly before Zar, actually, before we hopped on stream. I didn't have a moment to put it in the free Telegram group, but we're up 1% on the trade. Slightly higher margin, $148 I've got on that one. And it's at 5x leverage. Nice one, brother. All right.
So,
Nice one, Fit in Crypto. So yeah, no, look, I just want to say as well, yeah, Fit in Crypto, you've been an absolute G. Really appreciate you, man, because, Zara and I keep telling Zara, that I feel I have a lot of confidence when it comes to growing this stream, pivoting the channel towards just, a lot of stupid shit, quite frankly, that I have been talking about over the years. Don't get me wrong, it's been a great time. It's been a lot of learning that I've done on this channel, but it has become very obvious to me in the last few months that this channel is going to be putting a heavy focus on CRO token, crypto.com, the trading based around that, and Bitcoin, and also some other major alts as well, guys. So if you're into that, then yeah, subscribe. Make sure you tune in and just come and learn to trade with us, because I think right now, like, just again, this is just data, guys. We're not just here shilling $1 crow and just shilling $1 crow for the clicks. Don't get me wrong. Have I done that in the past? Absolutely. Absolutely I've done it. But it's not all we're going to do. We're giving you data. We're giving you reasons behind why you're going to make decisions. And right now, we're having a bit of a breakout of this zone, and it's looking pretty nice. Possible double top Czar could it be, based on the 1 minute here? Hopefully not. Hopefully we can break, invalidate. Well, not really a double top.
could even be a triple top, but
Triple top, yeah.
no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. No.
Nah, it's not.
I would just have hoped for a nice breakthrough, but if it does get rejected and rejected and rejected and rejected, well, sooner or later, the only way is down. So again, another thing to keep in mind. We can't keep trying to break the same zone over and over and over and over again without success. Sooner or later, the answer is going to come and get rid of us once and for all. So basically, the bears are taking over. So again, yeah, a lot of indecision here. We're still in the zone. Last time we were in this area, we said we could even call it a day and close that trade. Because as we said again, there is no shame in profit. what have we learned from this move? We took away the best we could, to be honest. My wife is very eager to call me. So we called it here at the top, broke back down, but not confidently enough for us to close our trade. We still believe the move is going towards the upside, and the potential is limitless, to be honest. We would like this move to come all the way back here eventually, but how long that will take is anyone's guess.
100%.
Cool. Could this just be on a bigger time frame, liquidating people and getting ready to smash us straight through to the downside? So you never know. And that's why we're here, to find out, because sooner or later, if you do the same thing over and over, hundreds of times, you're going to start to figure out what's what and what directions things are going in and get a slightly better idea. So it's all about feeling. Like we said, right now I've got a feeling that we're still pushing up, so I'm still quite happy to remain in this trade.
There's some action going on right here. If we can break, I think if we can break above this green line right here, eh?
Absolutely. This is new territory. So, yeah, I mean, it seems bullish enough. Let's have a quick look at the slightly larger time frame EMAs to see where we're going there. So, yeah, so here we're actually well above the majority of the EMAs. And we are looking to fight against the 200. So that's extremely powerful. That's literally the last 200 minutes or 200 candles of price action. And again, on this time frame, I mean, let's have a look. It's actually quite hard to get above the red and stay above the red when the red is at the top. So here we can see we poked our head above and we had to wait for the other EMAs to catch up, but we never ever really ran away with it. So again, something to keep in mind. If this does break through to the upside now, there's not too much confidence going on. That there's not much in the way, but there's history would tell us we would have to wait for the other EMAs to catch up and wait for the green to be above the red before we can really run away with it.
Yep. Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine a fantastically green candle just pops our head all the way up to the top right now. But if it does happen, we are ready for it because we've got our take profit at $9.
And can I just say 2.8% up on the trade, guys? For anyone that's just joined the stream, if you joined us from the start of the stream, you would be able to cash out right now at a 2.4% gain. And for anyone that is in the trade, we're probably going to tell you right now, there's no harm in cashing out now. If you're happy to cash out at 2.2%, that is, well, no matter what your entry was, right, that is a good take profit right there. All right, I think Zar's going to let this one ride a little bit further and I agree with him. I do see a bit more upside, and I am also in this trade on my phone, on my account too. And we're in it, guys. We're in it to see. I mean, what kind of upside are we eyeing off right now, Zar? We want to kind of reclaim that just before it had that previous dump, right? Up at around 88.
So yeah, so it's still all the signs point to green. Let's say that, and that's simply based on the fact that we hit, let's say, a high here. We came back down. It was actually a very healthy retest because it came down and touched the fib level perfectly.
That was insane.
And so now, because we've come up and retested the high and broke through it, you would assume that the continuation would be towards the upside. But like I said, once it does break this red and the red is above, it very rarely does like to keep its head above it. And so we're now hoping for a little bit of a consolidation phase where the green EMA can actually catch up to the red and have a positive cross in the right direction. And then, then I would be very confident on another big move up. Not a big move up, but I'd say another couple of percent based on our leverage here, get that up to about 4 to 5%. However, there is no guarantees. This could have just formed. What could we have been doing? So, I mean, basically, if you're looking at this from 1, 2, 3, could even be an Elliott wave. That would be really nice if this gave us a nice extension in an Elliott wave, which is another trading technique, which I'm not at all expert on. So I don't want to go too much into that, but it's another tool that uses a lot of Fibonacci extensions. So I don't actually use the Fib extension too often, but popping it on the chart here, can we see any major resistance or support that is giving us?
Yeah, I think what's this, the extension. So the
This
extension
is the
showing,
extension.
yeah, so the extension showing take profit zone, I believe at 0.5 there, which is kind of lining up with 87,398, your 87,398 SMA,
Yeah,
EMA there. Yeah. So it makes sense. We had a bit of a sell off at the 0.618, as well as, yeah, there is a bit of pressure. There's a bit of sell pressure ahead, that's for sure. But bulls are fighting back hard. We're coming up for a second test of your EMA there. So
absolutely. Yeah, and then just all these little consolidations here, or consolidations, clear red candles. They're not necessarily unhealthy.
no,
So don't always be scared by a red candle. Everything just can't be green all the time.
because that's the thing, guys. You got to realize, there's always, you get a nice big green candle. More often than not, you are going to have a red candle because it's just, simply put, it is people taking profits. All right, there's all kinds of people taking profits and getting in the market, getting out of the market at different periods. So it's pretty normal to see a move up. But I think yeah, I think what's really important to point out, guys, is that, yeah, look, if you were in this trade with us, you'd be up about 2% now. You would have had 3 opportunities to get out and make money. We're currently up 2.27%. We're still in this trade. We're writing it out. We've just been honest and transparent with you. We've given you the data, given you the analysis. It's not just random gambling, all right? In a sense, trading, like, is a form of gambling, but it's we're taking educated guesses here, guys, based on the analysis which we believe in. It's real, and traders with all kinds of amounts of money, but big traders do believe in these systems that we are talking to you about and teaching you about here in real time. And you're not going to find another channel on YouTube right now that is breaking it down like we are. We're making it easy to digest. We're learning with you, okay? We're not the absolute most pro traders in the space. We do have some good knowledge. We've been in crypto a while. We have made money from spot bags. We have made money from trading as well, but we are still learning, and you're always learning, okay? So if you want to get involved in the journey, guys, all right, don't be scared. Come on, get signed up to Bitunix, guys. That's the exchange partner that we're partnered up with. That's what we use. The link is at the top of the chat, guys. All right, get signed up to Bitunix, and you can even win 1,000 Crow every single week, guys. We give it away. All right, so
Insane.
all you need to do is sign up with the link and start you educate yourself with us. Start placing some trades with us on futures, guys. I mean, this is an education we're here to provide you with, guys. A bit of banter as well along the way, and yeah, it's been a really good first stream so far. The trade's looking pretty good, and would appreciate a
Yeah,
like, guys. Like on the stream
I'm
too,
looking
guys.
at it here on the 15-minute, and it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
The 15 minutes looking pretty fresh, yeah.
Again, we are playing on the 1 minute, which is anything is possible. But again, we're doing this to learn. We are doing this to learn. Usually these plays can be played out on the much bigger time frames, and we could be doing them with a lot more confidence just based on the fact that there's just simply a lot more data. With the 1 minute chart, I mean, just as an example, looking at these EMAs, we're looking at the last 6, 10, 30, and 60 candles on a 1 minute chart, which still offers us enough data to take a trade. But in the long term, if you really want to play with big bags, the recommendation is to use a lot more data. And so slightly higher time frames get good confluence from more than one indicator, and really hit that button when you're confident of a direction that you're going to choose. 1 minute is very risky, and if you're doing 1 minute with leverage trading, it's insane. I mean, you see all those accounts that get blown in seconds on YouTube and this and that and all these shorts. It's simply because these guys don't have a clue what they're doing. They're playing on accounts that allow them to play on the 5 second, the 10-second chart, the 30-second chart. This stuff is insane, and they allow them to go all the way up to like 500x leverage, 1000x leverage. Insanity. A little flick of the candle either way there, and you're fried. Your account is blown. So here we're looking for another little retest, but could we have found our high? You always have to consider that. I personally don't think so yet. Could just be another little consolidation. You'd always want it to form a higher low than the previous one. Somewhere around here would be nice. And then just simply carry on to the upside. Even if it is a slow progress, we are slowly still progressing to the upside.
We're progressing in the right direction.
Can we keep it up?
And guys,
remember the last time. No, go for it, bro.
No, I was just going to say, quick one, guys. For everyone in the stream, look, we really appreciate all of you being here. Please do take a moment to like the stream, guys, if you're enjoying the TA from Czar and the chats we're having here. We're just bringing it to you raw and unbiased. And also, guys, make sure you jump in the free Telegram right there, guys, okay? The link's there.
Okay, so last time we broke out of this wedge, let's say, this support zone, diagonal support zone, we did collapse to the downside. It does appear to be repeating itself. So again, do you want to take some profits right now? It would never be a shame to take some profits. Again, I would have, personally, but I'm just letting this play out, let it extend, just to see what the next move is, what the next wave is. Can I afford to still be making these calls within this zone? Absolutely, because I'm still well away from my $3 loss. But I would have taken profits right there and then at the top, because if I'm simply trying to learn from my previous move, last time it broke out, held it as resistance, did not like that at all, and broke down. Wasn't as dramatic, still found support here, but it could do the exact same thing once again. We came up, we held this as support, couldn't hold it as support any longer, fell through. If these next few candles don't show any signs of positivity, we could simply see a replica of this move right here. And we can come straight back down. We've already used this zone as support once, so it could be a very nice form of support again. But more realistically, I think we'd be heading down a little bit lower. Hopefully, potentially finding a nice bounce here, or straight through again. So when it immediately turns red like that on the 1 minute chart, you can get a bit of a quick notice to take some profits if you're up. There's literally, again, no shame. And if it does come down and you're confident with it, you can open up a brand new position. Again, I'm in this because I've got no problems and no shame in losing the full $3. So anything within this zone, this whole zone here, is just a playground for me to learn and really lock in and understand. This is what happens in this scenario. Will it happen again next time? Maybe yes, maybe not. Let me take both scenarios into account and then average it out with another session. And then sooner or later, guys, if you keep practicing, you'll get good at anything. Let's be honest. If you keep practicing and practicing and practicing, we'll all get good at this together. So, like I said, don't necessarily come in on our trades. make your own decision, see what we're doing, understand roughly the idea and the direction we're going in, and jump on board with your ideas, have your strategies, have something in mind that you really want to achieve. Like with this trade, do you have $50? Do you want to? Would it really hurt you if you lost $5? Then don't set a stop loss anything near that. Set your stop loss at $1. But with $50, if you made $5, would that be good for you? You know, you can go out and buy 5 coffees with that, 5 lattes with that in Thailand. So you never know. Never any shame in taking profits, and come and learn with us. See what's going on with the charts. We're just telling the facts, basically. There's no bias here. I mean, I don't hold too much BTC, but I still want BTC to go up. But right now, anything is possible. If I had a short on, boom, BTC could go to 0. I would have absolutely no problems. But right now, we're showing a little bit of recovery. So we came down here again, but similar to what we did last time, we tried to recover. And then we got rudely rejected from the 30 moving average, which is exactly where we're at now. So I'm just comparing this move, guys, to this little move here. As soon as we break down under this support. So just to let you know, well, I'm not drawing imaginary lines here. I would like to believe that this line here has enough, let's say, touch points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to actually call it a valid line. And as you can see here, it held up as a resistance. As soon as we broke through it, we broke straight through it. Made a nice new higher high here compared to our previous one. Came back down, broke slightly through it, but nothing major. Kept it as support quite nicely until right now. And now we're holding it as resistance. Really trying to fight these moving averages. We lost the battle last time. What's going to happen right now? Can we just suddenly blast straight back through it and find a nice continuation to the upside? Or is there going to be yet another rude rejection for Johnny?
Now we're looking still holding okay.
Indeed, we are. So like I was telling everyone, we are in a very similar scenario to this one here. Last time this occurred, we got rejected very rudely from the 10 SMA. And it seems to be playing out the same way. Last time we actually dropped. If you want to take it until there, but let's say we did 0.5%, let's say 0.49. So if we were to see the same sort of rejection of this yellow line now, there would be no shame in a move all the way back down to roughly here. So extremely similar to the previous scenario. And again, all within my comfort zone to give me knowledge. And that is what could potentially happen. That's one of the cases, but I still believe and I have a feeling that we are going to the upside. There's been plenty of times that you could have taken your profits. If you're not sure what's going on, and you could have taken your profits. If it came back down and you were still confident it was going up, you could have reopened the position. You can always add to your positions. There's so much potential. So right now, we're still just fighting these EMAs, but we can, pardon me, we can say that the red line has comfortably moved to the bottom, and if we can get the green back on top, I really don't see why we can't continue this to the upside. A quick look at these moving averages as well, which shows that we're fighting with the 20 EMA, but it's always beautiful. The 2021 EMA is always such an extremely powerful moving average, to be honest, on any sort of time frame. You can use them. I know people that use them on the monthly, the 2 monthly, the weekly, the 2 weeks, all the way down to the 1 minute. And we're pushing off it. We're pushing off it. And nope, Johnny got rejected once more. Smashed in the face.
Now, guys, if you want to come along and trade with us, learn with us, come over and use Bitunix. Get signed up, guys. They are the only official channel partners, and that's where Zar is doing his trading. That's where we will be doing our trading on this and future streams. And quite frankly, if we just put all the emotions to the side for a moment, you would have made money on this trade tonight. I mean, that's not saying that we're going to win every single trade. We are still and always will be learning. But the fact is, we are taking calculated risks in this market on BTC, on Crow, potentially even some other altcoins down the line. But guys, we do have put an emphasis on BTC, a bit of Crow as well from time to time. And the trade is currently doing very well, 1.28% up. We were up, I think, 2% at one point, and we gave you, I think, 3, maybe even 4 opportunities to take a profit if you were in this trade from the start. And yeah, if you miss the boat, then it's okay. You're always going to miss the odd trade here and there. But if you want to jump into the next one, guys, get signed up to Bitunix, the official link, and join the team. The link to get signed up will be at the pinned chat right at the top, just in the chat section right there. And guess what? If you join and start trading, make your deposit, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus if you deposit $200 or more for a limited time. And on top of that, we're giving away 1,000 Crow, which equates to a current USD value of $100 every single week, and 5,000 Crow every single month, which equates to $500. So what are you doing? Get signed up to Bitunix. The link is in the pinned chat. Go do it. Come trade with us. Having a bit of a dump now, but hanging in
Okay,
there.
so yeah, so again, very, very similar to this scenario right here. We came out of this this pattern. We tried to hold it as well. We tried to break through, but we couldn't. So that means we held it as resistance. Now the EMAs are sort of keeping us afloat, but now we've broken down in a quite a dramatic fashion. Let me bring back just slightly quicker. Yep. So we're down again. And even though the red line is at the bottom, it is looking like this green line it's got its head facing down and it wants to come back down. So it's not looking great. But again, there's a lot of support here. We found a lot of support here in the past. We could break straight back up. We're still in profit, so we're not scared of anything right now.
Yeah, it's a lovely profit.
But,
Still 0.74.
But we're hoping.
Yep.
We are hoping that it is just a little pullback in the bigger time scale, because this is our first move up. I mean, if we're calling it that, we would say that's our high, that's our lower high, higher high, and now we're hopefully forming another higher low, which just would allow us to continue this pattern. And if that's the case, everything is literally going perfectly to plan.
100%. And I want to just take a moment to mention about probability. As traders, when we're trading this market, when you're trading with us, when Zar's doing these trades, it's all down to probability in the end, guys. It's all about probability, okay? We trade on the probability. It's not, I know Zar did mention the word gambling a few times, but I don't know if in a sense, I don't know if I agree 100%, because I feel like there is a lot of skill and analysis involved, which takes us a bit away from that. There is, of course, the element of gambling in it.
It's a form of a gamble, but yeah, I
It's a
wouldn't say it's
gamble,
out and
but
out gambling.
it's not just like yeah, I guess you can say for things like blackjack at the casino and poker and stuff that they also have skill. Like I have a good friend who makes some pretty good cash playing poker, for example. So I don't know. I think there's there's a lot of people that do these kinds of things. There's a lot of people that do trading and do like futures trading, and unfortunately they give it a bad name because they go into it with the wrong attitude. They go into it with the wrong attitude, and they don't have the willingness to learn, and they get turned off after a few losses, and then they just leave the space. But yeah, if you can stay here for a while, um,
Doozy there.
oh no, is my sound? Oh, could you hear me all right there? Um,
I lost you for a second.
sounds
You're
very
okay now.
poor on your headset, buddy. We can't hear. Sorry, 39 SE one. But when I was talking, could you hear me? Was my mic all right?
I could hear you until it cut out.
Oh, okay.
Cut out for a few seconds, but other than that, it's quite clear.
Sorry, 39 SE1. I'm not sure. Maybe I think my mic quality's okay, but no, appreciate it. I'll definitely check. Can't hear what you're saying. It's really quiet on stream still, bud. Got one fella in the stream, 39 SE1, just saying that my volume's a bit quiet, but let me just check.
I can hear you
I feel like my
good on
volume's
my end.
I feel like I think my volume's alright, bro. I think it could possibly be on your end, 39 SE1. I ain't pointing fingers, but I think my audio's okay. Got you now. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Good on you, bro. First of all, 39 SE1. I haven't seen you in the chat before, mate. So yeah, really appreciate you being in the chat. It means a lot for you to be jumping in on this one. Please take a moment to like the stream if you haven't already. And yeah, we appreciate you being in, man. If you're new to our streams, yeah, we're just educating you guys on how to trade better, how to like with leverage specifically, all using Bitunix, guys. So if you want to follow along, bro, um, get an account set up. Link is for a limited time now. The link is in the pin comment at the top of the chat description there, and you can get a 20% sign up bonus, enter into the competition to win 1,000 CRO, trade along with us, bro, and jump in the Telegram group as well, brother. It's free. We can also chat in there. Um, and yeah, that's it, man. Appreciate you being here.
Any questions, buddy?
Yeah, do you have any questions, mate? Does anyone have any questions? No questions just yet.
So it's just one of those days. It's a bit of a slow process,
But look,
but still,
it's been
we've had a few nice moves.
been a little bit slow, but I feel like we've been up considering the fact that I don't know. I feel like it's been, we've gotten up to a 2% to the upside on this trade. I mean, that's pretty. I'd say that's better than average based on the time we were in the trade. To be honest, that ain't bad. Even now, 0.78% up. That's not bad at all.
I mean, no,
10x,
for the knowledge that we took, that I learned,
10x,
I'm
yeah.
extremely happy, and that's what I want to. That's what I just want to do. I want to bang this out every single day, learn exactly what's going on. Know that I could have made this and that, I could have lost this and that, no problem at all, as long as it's within my budget. And I'm not here to just have fun and muck about. The main aim is to be making money. So once I've learned the ins and outs of all of these little trades, and once I come up with my own strategy, I don't really want to follow too many people's strategies, because the bottom line is I've been following people for years which talk so much sense, and at the end of the day their strategy makes so much sense. But when it comes into play and it comes into action, everyone can be wrong. And I've seen the smartest guys that I follow bang out a $200,000 trade and be fully liquidated, and that's insane. I don't think I ever want to get to a level like that, but it is possible that even the smartest people out there are making bad trades at times. And even if it doesn't seem like a bad trade, anything is possible. Anything is possible, especially with these extremely heavily manipulated markets that we're seeing in this 2025 and probably going into 2026. So yeah, we just want to learn. We want to try and make some nice few trades to make a nice few profits, whether that's longs or shorts. As we said, we are not biased. We're just going to follow the facts in the charts. We're not going to follow our hearts. My heart says Crow is going back to $1, but that could be in 1 month, that could be in 1 year, that could be in 4 years, that can be in 10 years. I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm here for the long run, and so that, to be honest, it doesn't worry me at all. When my spot bags, when it comes to that day, I'll decide what I want to do with my spot bags. I haven't even decided if I want to sell at $1. It's just there. It's just the dream. It'd be nice for my head, and I'm sure it'll be quite nice for a lot of you guys' pockets.
100%. I think
my wife is insisting that I go and join the family as it is Christmas, the Christmas period, and I think that's dinner time for me. That's all literally I've been doing. Eat, sleep, trade, repeat. That should be our motto. That's all we need to do once we become good.
100%.
Eat, sleep, trade, repeat. All right, guys. So I think that's it.
Nah, it's been good.
We have fun.
Really appreciate you coming on, Zar, for the stream, doing this TA. And guys, for everyone that's
Thank
still
you for
here,
having me.
I'm going to wrap it up as well. But Zara and I will be back pretty soon. It's not sort of an extremely established time just yet, but we will get a lot more accurate with the schedule as we do these more often. All I'd encourage you to do is, guys, the bottom line is, yeah, if you would have entered in the trade with us today at the start of the stream, you'd be up 1.52% now. If you were still in the trade, you would have had an opportunity where we told you to cash out at 2%. And guys, guess what? There's a lot of upside for being here. First of all, we give you the free education, whether you're an absolute beginner, a beginner. We give you the education, even if you're an intermediate and just want to learn, how we go about trading leverage. Zar entered a 10x trade today on Bitunix. If you want to come in and join us, guys, it's really easy. Just get signed up to Bitunix, okay, and join our trading team. The link for Bitunix is in the pinned chat right at the top. And not only will you learn from us, you can get signed up to Bitunix, and you're also going to get a 20% deposit bonus to trade with in futures. Okay, it becomes available on the following Tuesday. And then after that, you start trading for a week, keep as much of the profits as you possibly can. And the reason why we're partnered with them, guys, is because we've made some good cash with the bonuses that Bitunix have actually given us. Okay, so that's why we use them. We trust them. Customer support's really good. And you can win 1,000 Crow every week, guys. We give away a 1,000 Crow every week just for you to come on and educate yourself with us. Hopefully make some money, which if you stick with us long enough, I'm pretty confident that you will, simply based on the fact that we have been doing that. And yeah, you go into the running to winning some Crow as well every single week. And if you're a high volume trader, you can win Rolexes. You can win up to over 100,000 USD worth of rewards from Bitunix directly, as well as 5,000 Crow, which is currently at today's market price for Crow is $500. At a 10x Crow, $1 Crow, we're talking $5,000. And all you got to do is take a bit of time, make some money, educate yourself with us, trade along with us. That all being said, though, guys, it's not financial advice, obviously, all that crap. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. That just goes, yeah, across the board with crypto and other investing. But this is the time, guys. Don't get bored. I know it's boring, the market right now. Altcoins are down, Bitcoin struggling to get above 90k, but this is all temperamental, and I'm telling you, we're going to get back up to 115k, 120k plus, and this is all going to be forgotten. It's going to be in the dust, and you're going to wish you were in here trading with us, taking these long 5, 10, 15, 20x trades with us here, making that money on the road back up from where we are now, 87k to 125k. Just holding your spot bags is great, but it's not enough, guys. There is more money to be made in this market, and we're here to teach you that leverage trading does not have to be scary. If you're watching this stream from the start, or if you missed it, I encourage you to rewind the stream if you've just joined and watch from the start, and you can see the timestamps are there, the receipts are there. Okay, we were up on the we were up on this trade multiple times. In fact, we're up 1.45% on this trade right now, and it's been doing really, really well, and we want to keep bringing you these trades. Also, jump in the free Telegram group as well, where we do occasionally make calls outside of the streams as well. The Telegram group, if you just scroll back up in the chat, I'll leave that. I'm going to let Zar go to his family in a minute, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about all of that. Any questions, let me know. Again, hit us up in the Telegram anytime. This is all a little bit, well, it's always going to be raw, but it might seem a little bit all over the place because this, quite frankly, is our first stream together. But yeah, he's come on here and I think done a fantastic job. And please do like the video if you appreciate these streams and you do want to see more. Um, and yeah, good on you,
Let's
Zar.
smash it together, guys. Let's
Yeah,
smash it
let's.
together. All right.
The bottom line is we will smash it together. Okay, great work, Zar. Peace out, bro.
Thank you,
Thanks
sir.
for being here, man.
Peace out, guys. Nice one, bros.
Take
Take
it
care.
easy. Take it easy. Okay.
Ciao.
Bye bye. All right. So Zar's heading off, guys. But yeah, look, anyone who's still in this stream, look, I appreciate y'all being here. Um, and yeah, I just want to show you quickly as well. Just a couple trades, just so you like, I just want to show you guys because we've just started this Telegram group, right? And Zar hasn't really been active in it so much yet, but this is essentially our Telegram, guys. Look, we've only got 13 subscribers currently in the Telegram, okay? We may not, but we're thinking about making it maybe like a $2, $3 lifetime entry from 50 subscribers. Just, you know, not as a way even just to make money, but more so just to reward people who come in early. But guys, this was I'm telling you right now, like it's the 27th today, yeah? 26th of December, this is the last position that I made, okay? We wrote a 5x trade out, 4.9% to the upside, okay? Previous trade to that was on the 25th, Christmas Day, 11.8%, sorry, 7.82% were potentially up. And I said it wouldn't have been a bad time for you to potentially take profit there. Okay, I give you stuff like this. Okay, a bit of basic analysis. That was off my smartphone because I was out. I wasn't able to, you know, do like a screenshot analysis of my PC because I spend a lot of time out. This was that same trade here. Okay, but I'm working through the trades with you guys. Okay, mainly BTC, the odd crow trade in here as well. Okay, that was one crow short that we took. We made a small loss on that one, 3.69% to the downside, but that was off the back of an 11.5% long to the upside. Okay, there for crow. Sorry guys, I'm just going to change my screen just for a moment because I know Zar has gone off, and I believe I may need to reset this. Cancel that. Screen share. Blank that out. Okay. Okay, guys, yeah, I know I've got 5 people in here. Appreciate all you guys. Yeah, guys, look, all I can say is just jump back in the stream to see the rest of the stream. I'm just addressing a quick query here. Fit in crypto. Thank you, guys. Have any of the crow cards? Yeah, I do, bro. I got Jade Green. Good way to get passive crow. Let's crow fam. If you don't crow, you don't know. Lol, like that, bro. Like that. I'm just seeing if there's a way. I don't know if there's a way I can bring my other chart up without like restarting OBS. Maybe there is, maybe not. That game capture, what's that? Got a feeling, what's this? Block the ZAR screen capture. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can bring up my screen to show you what I'm thinking about the charts right now. Yeah, appreciate you jumping in, Zar. Yeah, appreciate you jumping in, bro. Yeah, guys, we're going to be streaming regularly. So, you know, let me know what you guys thought about Zar in the stream today. I think you did a great job. for his first stream. We've still got that trade running, so make sure you join in. We're going to run a stream tomorrow. Make sure you join in so we can see like whether that trade played out. I'll keep in touch with Zah. He's also in the Telegram group. So yeah, basically we can see whether that trade played out. But I don't know. I think it was looking pretty good. I think it was looking pretty good. The actual link. Yeah, if you just scroll up a little bit, I might actually still have the link. Maybe not. For anyone that wants to jump in that Telegram, guys, just give me a sec. I'm going to get the link for you guys. That Telegram that I just shared. Hold on. Let's bring that back up. Yeah, guys, if anyone's still here, yeah, just jump in that Telegram, guys. I've just left the link right there. And yeah, make sure you get signed up to Bitunix, guys, and come trade with us in the next stream. Just chuck in a small amount. If you already know what you're doing a lot of volume, then just chuck in a bit more, start trading. You can win 1,000 crow every single week, guys. Super easy to do it. But yeah, the link is right there. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Bitunix link. Come join the team. Make your deposit. $200 or more, you get that 20% deposit bonus, guys. And come trade with us. Educate yourself. Get a 20% deposit bonus from Bitunix. Enter the competition to win 1,000 crow. Yeah, I mean, name a better name a better stream where we're giving you those benefits. We're not just doing the TA, guys. We're actually taking you through live trades as we do them, guys. Okay, and the only way that you can really benefit is by just getting signed up and getting involved in the trades in real time with us, guys. All right, so it's as simple as that. Got any questions about Bitunix, about the deposit, about how to go about any of this stuff? Then feel free to message me in the Telegram, guys. I've left the link right there at the end. Any questions at all, let me know. Peace out, guys, and we'll see you.